Hi, you guys. This is Nina, and you are listening to Love and Other Problems podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe. I can be found on Twitter at Love Radio 44132. Also, I have a podcast. My podcast is at anchor.fm/Rosie88. If you would like to make a donation, my cash app is money symbol Nina 44132. Again, that is Cash App, money symbol, Nina 44132. All right, we're going to get started in some things. This is breaking news tonight on New Year's that Nick Gordon, the former ex-boyfriend of Bobbi Kristina, who was Whitney Houston's first and only child, passed away on New Year's. And again, for anyone passing is a tragic incident, but it seems to me that this family, as a whole, has so many tragic things going on spiritually. Drug addiction itself is a serious issue, and if you are having issues as such, please seek help. I am going to list a few resources at the end of this. So, of course, we all know Whitney Houston. She was an extremely famous singer. She had so many number one hits, very well known around music. You know, she has broken several records. And she had passed away several years ago. And the news, while I would like to say was shocking, really wasn't because so many people knew that Whitney Houston had so many issues to begin with. It was a not so secret that she had abused drugs for a very long time, and she was found dead in her hotel room, face down in a bathtub. I believe it was the night before the American Music Awards. This is just a very sad event. Um, Her voice was the voice of a generation. Every time she sung, it was so sweet. But somehow the drug addiction overtook her life as well as, other close family members that we're going to talk about right now. So, of course, Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston seem to be the greatest R&B couple in the late 80s, early 90s. They both had several hits on their hands at that point. However, even on their reality show, which aired in the late 90s to early 2000s, you can definitely see that they both needed help for their various addictions. And it was very painful to watch. I actually did watch a few episodes. I was just so turned off by what I was seeing. I was literally seeing people I admired and danced to when I was younger, just literally falling apart right in front of my face because of their addictions. And you guys, addiction is very serious. It is very hard to get off of addictions. And I was very hurt to see that so many people were making jokes about Whitney and Bobby during this time, making fun of what they were going through. In reality, I barely know anyone that does not have someone even in their own family that is not addicted to either drugs or alcohol. So, sadly enough, her first and only child, Bobbi Kristina, so beautiful. She passed away from her own drug addiction a few years after Whitney did, for those of you that did not know. And I tried to look into this, but I believe she died almost close to the same date that her mother was found dead in a bathtub, and she was found dead in a similar way, face down in the bathtub. Her death was ruled an overdose, and her boyfriend, Nick Gordon, at the time, was blamed for her overdosing by Whitney's family. Bobbi Kristina was in hospice care for several months, and unfortunately, she succumbed to her physical injuries when she passed away. Her family was awarded like $36 million. I do not believe her family actually got even 2% of that. Nick Gordon was blamed for her death. And that brings me to this. Okay, on the left is her ex-boyfriend, Nick Gordon. In the middle is Bobbi Kristina, who was Whitney and Bobby's first and only child. On the far right is Bobby Brown. And sadly, Nick Gordon just passed away. It was confirmed by his family that he just died today of a drug overdose himself. This is a very odd way to start the new year. This is very unexpected. I actually have not heard anything about Nick Gordon in actually a few years now. I haven't heard anything. But this is extremely sad and unfortunate. Losing anybody. I'm sure thousands of people did overdose on New Year's. It's New Year's 2020. Of course, you want to go out and dance and party and have fun. And however, drugs took another life. So, there's a few things I would like for you guys to take out of this. Just a few. First of all, it is possible to get help, find help, seek help. There's a national suicide hotline you can Google. There are also national drug addiction and rehab institutions that you can Google to find one in your area. Speaking up and talking about your addiction to family members to seek help for 2020 would not hurt. It would help. You know, the first step to realizing you have a problem is just telling someone you have a problem. You know, we're going into a new decade. And if there's one thing I would like for people to get out of this unfortunate incident where we have Whitney Houston, her only daughter, and now her daughter's ex-boyfriend, all dying the same way. If there's anything we can take out of this, look at their situations and realize that the world blessed them to have platforms, and unfortunately, the world took it away. They had struggles on the inside. Most of us probably will never ever realize that they had, but yet they're gone. All three of them are gone. Let this be a focal point for you to get help if you're struggling and don't know where to start. Let their situation speak out to you as a purpose for wanting to start the new year in a better position and start taking the baby steps you need to for yourself. And that's all I have to say about this topic. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can go to my podcast. It is at anchor.fm/Rosie88. You can also find me on Twitter at LoveRadio44132. And my Cash App is money symbol Nina 44132. Until the next episode, enjoy your night. And if you're struggling with addiction, please let this video speak out to you to seek help. Thank you for listening.